Hey, what's going on everybody? Gleez here, and today in this video we're going to go over some basic Shang Tsung combos just so you can hit the ground running when the character releases for you. I know on PlayStation he's not out yet. I'm currently on Xbox, that's why the inputs on the screen are in Xbox, but I will put the universal notations up on the top of the screen as well. So the first thing we're going to take a look at here is his forward 2-4 string. It's a great string, and you can go ahead into the down back one, and notice that it sends him about half screen. Now what we're actually going to do here is amplify the last hit of that string and of that special, and it's going to launch Sub-Zero into the air. Then we're just going to dash forward, kick him with 4, and cancel the 4 into down back 1, but we're going to hold forward afterward to get the far ground projectiles, and it's going to look like this. Alright, so that's 1 bar. It is 30% damage, and it sends your opponent full screen. And this is where Shang is going to thrive. So you're going to be able to zone using your projectiles. You can also utilize these projectiles if somebody wants to try to jump, and you can meter burn it, you know, whenever you would like to get the third one out there. You also can meter burn those. You can go double, or you can spend 2 bars and spend 3. And Shang also has the corpse drop, which he can drop far, really far, mid, and close. So he has all of those in which he can zone you out. And it also lands overhead, and you can meter burn it for a low. And it does combo, so it's like a 2-hit combo if the first hit does land. It's pretty good to check your opponent and make sure that they're not advancing forward on you too quickly. Force your opponent to work their way back in, and rinse and repeat. If they overextend themselves, this is very far reaching, so you're able to do really good things with that. Your back 1 also does really good things. So you have the back 1, which you can kind of stagger. Back 1 is actually only -2. All right, so it's great for kind of like moving in and like they block it, you back up, and then you punish, right? Or like you confirm. You can actually confirm this into this and just do the same combo, rinse and repeat. All right, so it's basically the same thing, just a different starter. And that is the basic mid-screen for Shang Tsung. Now you can end your combo in another way. Another great way to end your combo is in the Soul Steal, and that is back forward 2, and it would look like this. Alright, so now I'm Sub-Zero. For a short period of time, there is recovery on the change back. Alright, so notice that he does go into an animation. You can get hit out of that. Alright, but that's another way to end your combos. You can end in the back forward 4 as well, which is like a slide move, but it puts you in almost the same exact situation. Watch. Alright, puts you almost in the same exact situation as ending in those, except it does less damage. So I don't really see a reason to ever end in that move. But to each their own, and if you want to do it, you think it's cool looking, I guess go ahead. But for me, I'm going to stick with optimized combos. So I'm going to end in either the Soul Steal, or I'm going to end in the far low projectile that comes up. It's actually a mid. It's not a low, but it just comes from the ground. Alright, so let's talk corner combos with Shang Tsung. Now, you're not able to get the launch that we were using before. Notice, because we're in the corner, we're not going to be able to launch our opponent. But luckily for us, we do have a string that does launch in the corner. He doesn't do a fantastic job in the corner, at least not that I've been able to find. But again, I've only been playing the character for a little bit. The forward 2-4-2 actually does a good job at launching the opponent. Now, the thing you have to know with this string is the fact that the last hit is flawless blockable, and the opponent can flawless block it up to you and launch you. But there is an option off of that. So if I go with the first 2 hits and I see that it's blocked, instead of hitting the 2, I can just hit 3. And that does not have a gap, and it is only, what is it, -5, I think? Let's see. It is -5. All right, it also triggers if this combo hits as a counter or a punish. All right, so we also get a crushing blow with that. It doesn't launch, it just sends them across the screen and does some extra damage. So again, you have to hit confirm this in the corner. So I have to visually with my eye see that it hits before I hit the 2 or the Y or the triangle for the last hit, because a good player is going to flawless block that. All right, so keep that in mind. We'll show you the combo here one more time. All right, just like that. And you can end it in the Soul Steal as well. Just like that. So whatever ender you typically would want to do. All right, so the last combo we're going to take a look at comes off of the Crushing Blow from the Reserved Pain, which is back 1, down 2, and the first hit has to whiff. So you have to get hit only by the second hit, so it would look like that. All right, that's how the Crushing Blow is activated. If you do it like this, it's not going to work. So you have to whiff it, and then the overhead has to hit. All right, so we're going to take a look at this combo, and the juggles are a little bit different, but they're very similar. The only difference is we use stand 3 to juggle, because we have to use the close ground fireballs in order to keep our opponent close, because the scaling on this, as the gravity increases, doesn't allow you to get as many juggles or close down the space to get the juggles that you would off of the stand 4 with the far low projectile. So you have to use stand 3, then you go back into the down back 1, keep it the close one, meter burn, dash in, back 1, and cancel into the slide or the sorcery rush, which is back forward 4. And this is what the combo looks like. Just like that. All right, 340 damage. And the reason why we don't end in this like we normally do is because the gravity scaling is so high, because the opponent gets launched earlier in the combo. And the more hits that you land on an opponent that's airborne, the quicker they drop to the ground. So we have to adjust our combo to take that into account to make sure that we're able to land a good amount of hits, put ourselves in a very good spacing so we're at relatively full screen, and Shang Tsung is good to go from this range. So if you like this video, a little introduction to some combos with Shang Tsung, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. It helps the channel so much. Also, if you really enjoy the content, be sure to subscribe and click that bell so you get updated whenever I post new content. So that's it. It's Gleez signing out. Thanks for checking in, and continue to game strong.